Hey, welcome back everybody. ASAP Grim here, and this is the continuation of our Stellaris Chronicle, where we're playing as the Commonwealth of Man. Our science ship here is on a survey trip of this system. This is the Regulus system. Is this a toxic world? Yes, it is. You can see the polar ice caps on these planets. Here's a barren world. We are playing at 0.75 on the habitable planet setting. So those kinds of planets are harder to come by. So far, I've kind of liked that. I think it makes them more precious, and it puts a different dynamic on the game. But it is new for me. Let's see. Let's hit start here. And we are... three Arctic worlds here. A couple gates. Well, one is a gate and one is a wormhole. We're backfilling. We're probably going to take this section, and I believe I'm going to come all the way up here and cut at Regulus. And then that's going to be our empire. We will eventually take this area, but we're going to have to fight them for it. I'm leaving it to them right now. We would need to get to this point right here. No, there's 2 points. Okay. And the Dabulan Empire is overwhelming in their science, but equivalent in everything else. So, okay, so we can see that we are generally lagging behind in our science capability. It might be time to start putting up these research stations, but really I want to see better output in our energy credits before I do that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit unpause. Play at speed 2, fast.
Construction complete.
Mining stations. This is an ocean world that I'm waiting on terraforming technology for.
Recon pass completed.
Okay. These are the 2 Gaia worlds that I can't touch for a long time.
System reconnaissance completed.
Aramothi Guardians. The chosen people of this galaxy. Oh, this is the, stagnant ascendancy. Respect our holy places and we may refrain from annihilating you. Well. Okay, so... I think I can still take Regulus and not worry about it. But if I took this, it would lead to border friction. Because they're a stagnant ascendancy, they would basically just kick us out. So we'll see how that works in the future for us. Obviously, they're overwhelming in everything, and they like Gaia worlds.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
The UV laser. This is pretty needed. I think this one would be nice also, but I think I'll grab this one. Energy credits from all technicians are increased by 15%. What's it read? Load balancing facilities can greatly improve the stability of local grids and feed excess power back into centralized capacitors. Okay, so he stayed here. He's not following that
Special project complete.
the science vessel anymore. Our special project failed. Search the ship and inspect the crew's remains. Science officer or Dr. Fedorova. Deduced crew members must have killed each other. The solitude and confinement of space travel can break even the strongest of minds. Okay, so there was evidently something else there, and this is what we chalked it up to. Okay, you're going to be stationed at Deneb Station, and then RTB.
Anomaly found.
Wait a minute, pause. Critical failure. We are receiving a distress signal from the CNS Nomad. The crew has gone mad and are killing each other. Captain's lost all control. Sending help would be futile at this point. Could this have anything to do with that derelict ship they recently investigated? It probably has everything to do with it.
Construction complete.
Okay, go ahead and grab this system right here.
Construction complete.
Okay, we got Dr. Aguera. Found a number of decrepit solar collectors built by an unknown alien race. Even in their bad shape, they still continue to collect solar energy with a greater efficiency than we have ever managed ourselves. Well, we'll study the underlying construction. Hidden in plain sight, the enigma of the repeating aurora borealis patterns was explained after scanners detected small machines in orbit around Nicor 2A. Some of these devices were intercepted and analyzed. It was established that the machines could manipulate the atmosphere by firing streams of charged particles into it, emulating solar winds. The patterns were basically code ciphers sent to beings on the surface. The theory is that this system was in use roughly at the same time as the global crisis took place. Coded communications in a time of war, perhaps instructions to saboteurs or detonation signals for weapons hidden in plain sight. Without anyone to turn them off, they loop into infinity. Wow. Okay, so that site was finished. I guess we can't go there.
System reconnaissance completed.
Where do I send you next? Here to Cybin. And we have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit. And we gain engineering from making that discovery. Okay, you can survey this system now. We'll update our fleet. The difficult choice. Dr. Rovelli was able to find the command center that served the Neartian colonists shortly before the collapse. A lot of debates were held in the wake of the completion of their research, and it's not hard to see why from the preserved logs. The colonists might have solved the problem of flux decay, but they failed to solve another: how to contact their homeworld. Oh, man. It seems that while opening the rift from the Neart universe to ours is relatively safe, the reverse is quite destructive. Seeing as Neartians couldn't leave Meredith 2, they had to make a choice as to whether they were willing to sacrifice their own lives to save their brethren back home. The last entry into the command center's archive reads, Private log by Commander Zoll, mission date 332.02. It is confirmed. The word is out. We are losing control of the situation. Man.
Construction complete.
Let's get this system. Where's my other construction ship at? Right here. Okay. And we have new contact from the Bruven Consortium. They are egalitarian and fanatic militarists. So we're authoritarian. Well, we're xenophobic. We will go with the respect our authority. They are over here. No, my bad. Right here. Wow, they have found 8 worlds. They're at 118 pops. So they're significantly ahead of us in population, and that reflects right here. They are lithoids from a ring world. Species, galaxy. The Bruvens have an Arctic preference. Okay. Well, that's their home world. Here's a ring world. That is impressive. Arctic. Man, how did they get so lucky? No, not that. I want to see if they're populating everything. Yeah, they are. What kind of pops do you have here? We can't tell. I don't know if maybe they're using slave labor. That's going to be something to contend with. They might be one of the ones with the advanced start. We have an orphan gate and a great gateway. That's really nerve-wracking if they have access to this. I may not want to take this system. I know it's got 3 planets, but the more I think about this, the more I'm thinking we should cut right here.
Construction complete.
And I think I've made my decision. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to plus you up. I'm having a hard time getting my economy going. We're at plus 41, so that's helping. And once we can put down some energy, it would go right here, the building, the energy building. Yeah, we have crime. Minerals from jobs. Oh, man. Oh, new dub. Okay, that's temporary. Colonial split. Oh, spirit. Did that say Kelly Clarkson? No, Cheryl Kellerman. All right. That would have been funny.
Construction complete.
All right.
A new world has been secured for our colonists.
Sweet. Thebes. And that's going to be an industrial world, I think. The subterranean giant. Our archaeologists have unearthed enough sections of the tube-like swirling hollows on Cybin 2 to conclude that they are the fossilized remains of an enormous anthropod. Haven't we read this before? Yeah, I think we have. Well, anyway, so they find this village inside, basically, or what looks like tools from much smaller aliens and the leftover habitats of them inside this large worm. This song makes me think of Star Trek. I'm not a big Star Trek fan, so it's not my favorite song on Stellaris, but I'm not a Star Trek hater. And there's been a few of those movies I've really enjoyed. Well, I liked all of the original Star Trek movies, but I don't think I've seen any of the Next Generation movies. Maybe I saw one of them, and then I liked the modern two Star Trek movies with well, I can't think of his name now. The first one a lot more than the second one, but I liked both. Com established with the Zurich Corps. Okay, we can get strategic resources from them, evidently. I'll try to make better use of those
Anomaly found.
Those types of small one system corporations that you can get stuff from. I've never done that
Completed.
in any of my games, whether playing online or offline.
Complete.
I just don't mess with them, and I think I kind of need to take advantage of that. It's part of the game. All right. Mira Station needs to receive missile batteries and a comm jammer. Not that they could really do much against a stagnant empire that decided to attack, but maybe somebody else will eventually try to take this area. Whoever's on the other side of this gateway, probably.
Construction complete.
Crushed cruiser. We gain engineering research from it. I need a skill 5 guy. Okay, so how about you come research this anomaly, this one. Well, actually, what I need you to do is I need you to survey here. Okay. Where are we sitting in the galaxy? We are dead last.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
And we got the naval capacity increased. That's a big jump. Unfortunately, our economy can't really afford to keep up with it right now. Tile blockers. Yes. We are weak and surrounded by horrors. But we're militaristic, so and we kind of have some survival nature to us since we've overcome so much. So you can kind of maybe start to see a pattern of how our people would become so xenophobic. They're competitive, but they're threatened. They're surrounded by titans on all sides. An extensive excavation of the fossilized imprints within the giants. Bronze Age society seemed to flourish for thousands of years. Oh, look at this. Unity is ready for... What do we need here? We need a precinct house. At least temporarily. Corrigan needs Corrigan is an agri world. Do I have anything agriculture based? No. Let's put up an Autakatan monument. I think this was going to be our industrial world, and then Thebes would be an alloy foundry. Which would probably make... we would turn Earth into a research world. Those are our big three. We need an alloy world, we need a commercial product world, consumer good world, and we need a research world. After that, it would be nice to have a couple worlds designated just to harvesting raw resources. And then maybe it would be nice to have a fortress world dedicated to military academies and stuff like that. Dr. Ravelli gained a trait, I guess. Which one's this? The small lab on the outskirts of the colony seems to be where the signal to Nier was meant to be sent. It was also a site of large amount of fighting between different factions after the central colonial leadership was deposed. The only entry preserved in the lab's archive reads, Public access newsletter by Provisionary Commander Dune. Mission date 332.24. The lying tyrant Zal has been deposed. He claims it is our duty to give up our lives to save the homeworld, but this is our homeworld. This is where we were born and where we will die. We built it, and we built our lives in it. By what right can anyone demand we give it up to save them? We will not allow it. I will not allow it. If any still loyal to Zal think they can defy me, they better change their mind, or I swear to... The log ends abruptly. It's not clear what happened next and whether anyone can be considered victorious in the ensuing civil war. Dune and his followers are nowhere to be found. Neither is Zal. The device designed to rupture the fabric of time-space and send the signal to Neert is still intact. Neither destroyed nor activated. Still waiting for one last command to finish the job. Well, we are xenophobic, so ignore the machine and dismantle the outpost for scraps. Sorry, guys. Man. I'm almost sad to do that because it would be nice to know how that turns out. I'll have to hope for that to come through on another playthrough where I'm not xenophobic. Which is probably not coming anytime soon, because I think the next one that I want to do is going to be a Roman Empire with some pretty intense mods. Well, you know what? I could make a xenophilic Roman Empire too. That's the nice thing about the Roman Empire. They lasted for so long that, and they had different forms of government that you can really kind of build your Roman Empire any way you want, and you can make a historical case that yes, this follows the pattern of this era of Rome that I'm looking at. I think that's pretty impressive. Okay, we're going to send him to, or her, to research this anomaly at Ravgeti. Oh, actually, you know what? You can come up here and research that project. Okay, I've got 1,600 alloys, so Mira Station can have defenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And do we have destroyers yet? I think we do. Ship designer. I think I made the harasser. Delete this.
Construction complete.
Yeah, that looks like my design. All right. Oh, shoot. We got to get this system right here, Alphard. Once we can reach anywhere from 7 to 10k naval strength, I think we'll be able to hit both these spots. Floral fascination. Several plants native to Thebes where we recently established a colony exude copious amounts of pollen with an astounding chemical complexity. A special research project has been prepared for further study of this flora. Oh, it's a timed project? Where's my surveillance? Here, you. Dr. Aguera. Oh, we maxed out on minerals. Hopefully that hasn't been sitting there for forever and a day. We're at plus 32 on our energy credits. And we are about halfway, a little less than halfway through with global energy management research. Let's go ahead and save it right here. Where are we at, guys? We are at the year, we're right at the beginning of 2250. We have effectively established our borders. They are 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have room for 7. That means that we can put up a trade depot somewhere in here. We'll probably be doing that in the next episode. I'll have to kind of four jumps is the baseline. We won't be able to reach that right away, but that's how I do my centralized trade collecting. They are based on a 4-jump hop. Okay, let's I just saved it. So that'll be the end of this episode. Thanks for swinging by the channel. I am Aesop Grimm, and I will see you in the next episode where this story continues. Thanks for visiting Aesop Grimm's Chronicles. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, stay shiny.